Hi, and welcome to Nerds Against Normality, the podcast where we dive into movies, games, TV, and all things nerd culture. Today we're reviewing The Truman Show, the only film that makes you question your life choices before the opening credits have even finished. Let's get into it.
I'd look at my granddad and said, "Granddad, I heard you got a massive cock."
Well, don't blame me, blame ChatGPT.
Like I said, worked in the bar industry for a long, long time, and I'm just used to women not pulling their weight.
I need some antidepressants and therapy.
I'm surrounded by bad friends.
Yeah, you are. I'm Harry, your host, and in Sea Haven, I'm the mate production sent round with beers whenever Truman starts getting ambitious with his thinking. Because look, I can distract you with a barbecue, I can stage a spontaneous lads' night out, but I can't just magic Ben's dad out of thin air for an emotional reunion. I'm not that good. Let's be realistic.
Oh my God.
With me is Stacey, focusing on monetising the show. If she lived in Sea Haven, every emotional breakdown would somehow pivot to, and honestly Truman, I only cope thanks to this ethically sourced herbal tea. Available now in 3 coming flavours.
I particularly like the peppermint.
And of course we have Ben. In the Truman universe, Ben is thriving. Suddenly he's married. He's got a stable 9 to 5. He doesn't live with his mum anymore. You think he's questioning the occasional repeating extra? Absolutely not. Ben would see a stage light fall from the sky and say, probably just routine maintenance.
I feel like I'd be happy.
Just to warn you all, this podcast will contain a heavy amount of swearing, adult themes, and the occasional bullying of Ben. Please follow, rate, like us, and subscribe to us on all the social medias, plus wherever you get your podcast from. Make sure you join in the fun by taking part in our Spotify polls, and please buy our merch to keep this podcast going. Before we get into our film review, Stacey, it was your pick, so hit us with your one thing.
But before I get into it, I have a public service announcement, guys. I'm reading my press release, which has been okayed by several lawyers. And I should stipulate I have a little bit of a cold if I sound a little bit bunged up. Sorry. After a lot of reflection, and by reflection, I mean attempting to finish a single uninterrupted sentence for the past year and a half, I've decided to take a little bit of a break from Nerds Against Normality. This wasn't an easy decision. As many of you know, it takes a special kind of resilience to share a microphone with Ben, who can turn a 2-word question into a 14-minute origin story.
Okay.
And Harry, who remains courageously confident in pronunciations that no human linguist has ever endorsed.
Thanks, Alan.
I've realised lately that I need to conserve my energy, mostly because I have actually been growing a human being. And as it turns out, carrying one baby is enough. I just don't have the capacity to continue carrying Ben and Harry as well. All jokes aside, I really love being part of this podcast, and Harry and Ben, you two drive me up the wall in ways that deserve their own spin-off series, but I genuinely wouldn't trade it for anything else. You've made me laugh until I cried, and together I'm really proud of what we've done. And to everyone that's listened, shared episodes, sent messages, or just tolerated our chaos, thank you. You've turned our nerdy debates into a community. Harry and Ben will continue the show, and we'll be joined by a new host, probably on the next episode, who will continue bringing femininity to this podcast. I can't wait to listen as a fan and continue to influence stupid social media videos behind the scenes, because that's right, guys. You're still going to have to do it.
Right.
So thank you, everybody, for your love and support so far, and this is my last episode. And so I picked you a classic film.
So sorry, Seth. Can you repeat everything after I've got a public service announcement, please? I completely black out when you talk.
How rude.
Anyway, Harry, what have you been up to? No, obviously, yes, you are stepping away for, I don't know, a little while.
A little while.
You're stepping away for a little while just so you can have human. We'll miss you.
I may not see you for a while, Ben, but Harry, I'm hoping I will see you quite a bit.
Stacey actively avoids me, and it's fair.
All I'm saying is that when that baby's born, I'll be going to get some milk.
It might take a while.
It might take a while. Shop's so far away.
I know. It's such a walk.
So as my last one thing, guys, I have finished playing Split Fiction.
Okay. Go on then. What's your thoughts?
The PS5 game, which is a co-op game Harry and I played together. It only led to about 5 arguments, but we're through it now.
Well, I thought at one point we was actually going to have like a pause the game and then have an argument.
You guys can't see this because it's an audio podcast, but these two are broadcasting from separate rooms. You two famously work well together on
There was
co-op games.
I can tell you the exact bit. It was when I was in a flying drone and I had to shoot things, and you had like a repulsion, you could destroy the robots by like releasing an energy field, but you couldn't just spam it. You had to click it, and then you had like a recharge.
Okay.
But it was quite bad because you'd get swarmed quite quickly and they'd kill you before the recharge happened. And she was there tapping the R2 button like a child going, I'm trying to press it, Harry. and then she'd put the pad like in my phone going, like pressing it.
I only died about 58 times and then we moved on.
It was a long process.
But no, Split Fiction, we're playing as two female characters. One is a science fiction writer, one is a fantasy writer. And through some hijinks, they end up in each other's universes, let's just say, playing out their stories. Okay. So the science fiction world is very, what I describe as platformy. It's very video game callback. And the fantasy world was much more akin to like It Takes Two, made by the same studio.
Okay.
So we've spoken about this before on an episode.
Because you said you guys were playing it, but you hadn't finished it, so...
Yeah, so there's maybe about 6 levels.
I think there's 8 levels that you have. So it's 4 sci-fi, 4 fantasy, and then there's a level where they cross over.
A sci-fi fantasy?
Yeah.
Which is by far the best level for imagination, for creativity. Yeah.
I struggled with the sci-fi platformy bits because I'm not a traditional platformer. No.
It's quite a chill game. It's definitely aimed at couples. And I'm not saying, I'm not throwing shade at girl gamers.
Okay.
I would just say that the majority...
What are you trying to say?
Just saying that the majority of girl gamers aren't as well versed as male gamers. You've got professional gamers that are females. I know I'm digging myself a hole, but I'm just saying...
Should we just
I tell you what, I can
sit here in silence, Ben?
I can see where Harry's coming
Step in
anytime. I can see where Harry's coming from. Female gamers like dolls and dress-up games,
which I'm terrible at.
Yeah,
I won't take that away from
which
you.
we can't do, and they're very good at cleaning games. So traditionally, male gamers aren't very good at because we like guns and cars.
Do you like House Flipper?
We do like House Flipper.
I mean, I wouldn't say look at me as a girl gamer. A good example.
What I'm more talking about is the casual audience. So if you had someone a guy who was a gamer, he could drag his girlfriend and be like, "Come on, you can play this. Let's go."
Yeah, we're having fun.
Yeah, I promise you.
Please don't
We are
leave.
having fun.
Please don't leave me. And where does this stack up against the other games the studios make? Because you've played quite a few of them now.
Yeah.
You played
I'm Two Stupid Brothers. That can get in the bin. Then you've got
Prison.
We're Two Prisoners. Help me out.
We're two stupid prisoners. We're two stupid parents going through a divorce.
Yeah, I think It Takes Two is the best. It's the most polished game.
Yeah,
it's
for
the
sure.
best one out of all of them. And then I would probably say this because of the fun element.
Yep.
And then the prison game. But I'd say it's close with the prison game. I had a great time
I
with
put
the
them
prison.
on par because I think the prison game is more puzzly, whereas this is more actiony. So it depends what floats your
And
boat.
more
but-
polished, I'd say. There's definitely some rough elements to Split Fiction.
Yeah, but I would say, yeah, some parts feel a bit rushed and a bit lazy. I would even say the character stories, like they're both strangers.
Yeah.
And they both have something they're overcoming. One of them is significantly more heartbreaking than the other.
Yeah. Yeah, like a lot. The game goes a bit dark at the end.
But it feels like one of them has a challenge just for the sake of having a challenge.
Oh, okay, so she's got no actual, goal to overcome. It just needed one.
Yeah.
I would say you're on about Mio. Yeah. So her one is like what you'd say maybe a normal struggle. So her dad's really ill. She's struggling with that. And that's obviously stressful, but it's something that everyone has to deal with, right? Family being ill or whatnot.
Yeah.
Now, Zoe, she took her twin sister. They went to the river, which they were told not to go, and she died. Her twin died, and she blames herself. And
Was it pirates?
yeah, it was pirates. Yeah, you're never safe.
Is that not what it is? It's
No.
not pirates. Could be pirates.
Good. Oh. Let's not rule it out.
This is why I maybe don't write games. Because it would have been that, and then just behind me, I would have been...
Was it pirates?
Was it pirates? Would you recommend it? It's a little mini review we're doing for the one thing, but would you recommend it?
Yeah, I would. It's definitely... There's not a huge genre of co-op games like that, I think, still.
I suppose that is this studio's selling point, isn't it? That they usually just make co-op games.
Yeah, and I think, yes, it wasn't polished, but it was still... If you're looking for a game to play with someone else, I think I would definitely recommend it.
And is it a split screen game, or can you play it online?
Both, I think.
Oh, you can? Okay.
Yeah, you can play it online.
Can you play it single player?
I don't think so.
So you have to play online?
I think you have to. Would you recommend it?
Yeah, 100%. Like I say, if I had the choice, I'd pick It Takes Two all day long. But Split Fiction is still a very good substitute.
Yeah.
If you've done It Takes Two and you enjoyed it, I'd go on to this. Yeah.
Does anyone else have any updates?
The only other thing, I thought for the socials, I did I don't know if you've seen it. You go into ChatGPT and you're like, right, from what you know of me and what I do for my job, can you animate me and make a picture of it, right? So what would be funny? I'll do one for me, one for Stacey, one for you. My one was just me sitting behind a desk. And what was quite awkward is it already had like a mug with like number one dad and all that. And there was a baby there and there was loads of games in the background and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, that's cute. And Stacey had her in an office and similar sort of thing. It was like computers around. And then for some reason, Ben...
There we go. I knew this. The way you were saying, the tone of your voice.
For some reason, you were just in a playground surrounded by crying school kids and you're just being arrested. I don't know what that's about.
I think that's got to be cut.
Ring the shame bell.
No, let's not.
It's over there.
No, I will tackle you.
Not those handcuffs.
Oh, no. What was mine? Did you actually do this? Or was that just
I did do it. I did do it.
Or was that just to get a nonce joke?
Yeah, it was.
Well, anyway, on that note, should we get on with the film review?
On with the film review.
On with the review.
This week we're reviewing The Truman Show, released in 1998, directed by Peter Weir and starring Jim Carrey alongside Laura Linney and Ed Harris. Carey plays Truman Burbank, a man living what appears to be a perfect ordinary life until small things start to feel off. What Truman doesn't know is that his entire world is actually a massive TV show, with everyone around him acting as a part. As he begins to question his reality, Truman unknowingly pushes back against the creators of the show, who's determined to keep him trapped inside this artificial life forever. The box office for this film, Ben, I'll open with you. How much do you think it cost to make?
45 million?
45 million. So 1998.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, early film.
30 mil.
I was shocked. 60 million.
60 million?
Yeah, it's a lot of money, isn't it?
That is less than what I thought it was going to be, though.
They did have to build the entire Truman Show bubble, though.
Shut the dome.
We do not have a soundstage big enough. We are going to have to build it.
Yeah.
And Stacey, how much do you think it took?
120 mil.
120.
That's going to be close to what I thought. 150 mil.
264.
Whoa.
So not bad.
Bloody hell.
So I thought I'd translate the money. So in today's money, it would have cost 120 million to make, and it would have taken 525 back.
That's amazing. And it's never had a sequel.
Kind of hard.
Go, Jim.
Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice.
Sorry, so it would have cost 120 million today.
Yeah.
That's only been 30 years. Inflation's a joke. Oh, this is also, sorry, this is a quick fact. This is our second Peter Weir film.
Oh.
His other one was Master and Commander.
Really?
Yep. I looked it up because I was like, that name's really familiar to me. Yeah, his other film we've reviewed is Master and Commander. So
He
we're
loves the sea.
So we're
It was the same wave machine.
It was such a wheeze. Peter, we don't need him to have. I love waves.
So as always, we'll open up with the plot. Starting at the beginning.
In the beginning.
Baby Truman is born, and he's not wanted because he's put up for adoption.
Wow. Okay, yeah.
Pretty quick, yeah. He's premature, right? That's why he gets picked, and then he gets chucked in the dome of Sea Haven,
Crystal Dome.
the Crystal Maze, yeah. And then every Friday he jumps around grabbing silver notes and gold notes, and that depends on how he lives for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
You've only got 4 gold notes. Gonna be a tough one next week, mate.
Oh, your wife's not seeing you. At that point, you'd think something's off.
Oh, when the notes start falling down.
I mean, it would take me maybe 3 Fridays.
And when the music...
3 Fridays.
I think it would take me most 3 Fridays to think something's not right.
So obviously, Jim Carrey, he's been brought up in this world, this fake world.
Yeah, he's lived there his entire life.
So how old do you think he is at this point?
He's 30, they say.
So he's about 30.
Which is amazing, because when he goes to the flashbacks, he has not aged a day.
No, but his hair goes from one style to a different style.
We'll get to that.
And that's how you know. He
Yeah.
goes from Jim Carrey and Truman Show to Jim Carrey Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah. Plays Jim
It is Dumb and Dumber hair, isn't it?
Yeah.
The bowl cut.
Dad is killed.
Dies at sea.
Dies at sea. Again, very Peter Weir.
And he's made to believe that he's dead so that he's afraid of the sea, right?
I would say you'd be afraid of boats, but that's just my opinion.
Well,
I think it was not boat that killed the monster.
What's the big wave?
It was the big
And
wave.
Peter's there like, it was the big wave.
I mean, chicken and egg, well, they both come together.
I don't think they were involved in this, the
No.
chicken or the egg.
You think
Might
he
have
goes to a boat museum and he's like, oh my god!
That's-
Too real, Dad. It's too real.
Alright, now that you've said that for the last hour, because we've got a lot of that, alright, I can understand why he thinks the ocean is scary.
Well, he grows up because he, underneath it all, he wants to be an explorer, and they try and put him off all the time.
Well, that's a really sad bit. That's quite sad.
Don't
It's just-
educate him.
yeah,
right?
that is true.
Don't teach him about the outside world.
Harry wants like a Wayne and Waynetta style universe. It's like, hi guys.
Was that Wayne and Waynetta, was it?
Yeah, I can't remember what they sound like.
Slobs.
Although we were saying, why wouldn't you like build a pretend Fiji? Because he wants to go to Fiji because that's where
Yeah.
he thinks that.
He has no concept of how far
Yeah.
Fiji is. You'd be like, yeah, it's like an hour on the plane.
Yeah.
And then you would just fly the plane around. He'd land in another set. Fiji, baby!
Yeah,
and
that's-
then, boom, subscribe, £10 a month. You've got a Truman Show holiday special.
That's very good.
Oh,
We've
holiday
got-
special.
Yeah, mate.
Nice. But he starts to notice weird things happening. He doesn't notice the giant camera in his neighbour's bin, but he does notice the camera that falls from the sky. Not the camera, the
light.
lighting that falls from the sky.
Where would that have fallen? I know it's fallen from the top of the dome, but what was that lighting?
The sky, mate. You've not painted yourself in a good picture, have you, mate? Why is he afraid of war and not boats?
No, I actually think I have. I think I have put myself in a good picture. You think one light is going to do the whole sky?
No, but when it's dark
Yeah.
and he's got stars,
Famously without the light.
no, but he'd have the light on. It looks like a star.
Yeah.
The dome's massive.
There'd be a
It's
few
like-
lights.
Yeah, I'd say
It's
there'd
at
be a
least
few
3
lights.
Wembleys.
Also, that's fucking dangerous. Give us if you hit an extra.
Yeah. Someone got fired that day, let's be honest.
Yeah, out of all of his moments where he realises stuff is like not what it seems, that is actually my favourite one.
Well, that was kind of passable, I think, but what's not passable?
That was passable.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, a plane crash happened or something. Like, oh, okay, fine.
A plane crash that was carrying lights.
Yeah, but what's not passable is when he's driving down the road and they're literally describing his movements, and then they're like,
All the rain.
oh, never
The
mind.
rain's good. That
Yeah.
rain one's good.
Do you think the film benefits from a slow, gradual twist, reveal, as it does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a M. Night, let's face it, M. Night Shyamalan directs this film. This whole film goes as normal, and at the end it's like, it was all a set.
Yeah,
And
like that.
I think that's great for one watch,
Yeah.
but I think the Truman Show is good for multiple watches.
Because also, like, there is no, like, twist in it.
No, because it's all revealed
Yeah.
immediately.
It's the first thing you see. It's just like, yeah, this is all fake. I don't think it would have worked as something like that. I think it's quite fun to, because you know the concept going in and they don't try and hide it, it's fun to look at how sort of perfect the world is. Did you notice that? Like, there's no litter on the street.
Yeah.
It's like everyone is very smiley and happy because if you think about the context of it, they're just happy to be on the TV show. There's some really cool moments which I really liked because like that was, I'm going to use it because it's like the most appropriate thing I can link to. But I used to do the crowds in film, And so when you see like these extras in the background of the shots, because obviously they are playing extras, but like they don't react to him or they don't react in the right way.
Yeah.
That sort of stuff would actually happen. Like the bit when he's, when he goes into the store where his mate works.
Yeah,
and it's just like they don't react like normal people. He claps and they're like, no, don't do anything.
Yeah,
because they're told not to interact with him, and like he can stop traffic whenever he wants. No one like tells him to get out of the road or something. It's like that's so. I can so see that being the brief. Like, do not interact with him. Don't do anything. And it's like I think that's really cool. Do you think you would have figured this out sooner though?
Wait, the signs were there. And when I say signs, I mean the girl he fell in love with was like, "It's a show. You're in a show."
Yeah.
Well, why wasn't that the first thing she said? She's like, "Oh, this is fake. It's made for you." Blah blah blah. It's not until she's in the car that she's like, "Oh, it's a show, by the way."
Yeah, I thought that. It's just like, why did you not?
How would you feel if you were trying to date a girl and then some random guy turned up and she's like, "He's not my dad," and he's dragging her away into a car?
Win some, you lose some.
You move on. You get a red shawl out of it, and you know what? It's a bloody good red shawl.
I think it's important to also say that this is set in a time before the internet, which is why he's piecing together magazines of what this woman looks like.
Thank God his wife hasn't found that.
I mean, she knows it's there.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I keep forgetting she's not his wife.
But, like, do you think it would have been any different if they'd had the internet? Or would they just ban the internet because it's too...
You have to ban it.
Him unravelling is quite good as well. It's sad to watch.
When he's at the traffic... And he's like, let's just go to Illinois or whatever. He's Atlantic.
Yeah,
Atlantic City. Yeah, that's it. He's like, drives off and all the traffic happens. He goes, I'm going to go home now.
Yeah.
Circles around the roundabout and he goes, maybe we'll go to Illinois. Goes back up the road. He's like, the traffic's all magically gone.
But surely at that point you'd be like, just keep up.
Well, he definitely, he knows, but he
needs
weird. Tangible proof, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, I would pay money to see you in some of these situations, Harry.
The fucking traffic's fucking stupid.
You get off the road, you fucking wanker!
I've got lights falling from the sky.
And those two twins that pin him up against the advertising board every day, like, just fuck off!
Yeah, stop touching me.
And when he goes to try and visit her in the hospital, and then that guy with a massive trolley is getting in his way.
Oh yeah, that would have me well angry.
Did a punch through the trolley to the man.
That was funny actually when they were like, "Oh god, he's there." Scalpel.
Oh, that is great. Would you have wanted to be an extra in this world?
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Again, if this was a more modern day thing, would they have like cameos and stuff in it?
Yeah. You'd get like Robbie Downey Jr.
Like to serve him coffee or
As Iron
something.
Man.
Yeah, as Iron Man, he'd be full suit.
Yeah, of course.
And he'd be like, "Who the fuck is that? I don't have internet."
What the fuck is that?
It looks sick.
But like, if you think about it, like this is almost like a real life soap drama, isn't it? So it has to, because it's been going for 30 years, you have to have things in there to make it interesting to watch.
Yeah.
So they have to purposefully put drama-filled things in there. So, like, one day, do you think they would just stage an alien invasion or something?
Well, this was
When the ratings start to drop, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this was going to be one of my questions. So they're celebrating 30 years of the Truman Show. Let's say for the first 7-8 years, not much happened because he's literally a child who has got a very traumatic memory of a man bursting out of a Christmas present. Who's got that would fuck you up. Don't be afraid of water. Be afraid of Christmas. But that would mean every single 3 months, 6 months, something really exciting must have had to happen to him.
Yeah.
Why do you think Christoph does what he does? Do you think he does it for profit? For art?
A bit of both, I think.
I don't know. I think he tries to justify it as art.
Yeah.
I think ego. I think he likes the God complex.
God.
Yeah.
So, do you think, like, he's his dad, he's God,
He's
because
God.
he tries to kill him.
Yeah. He does that, though, when he realises that he's going to lose all of his ratings and that sort of stuff. Like, the TV show would be over.
But he had previously said in an interview on live TV, if Truman really wanted to leave, we'd let him leave. And then when he really tries to leave, he's like, maybe we should try killing him.
Drown him! Just drown him!
It worked before.
If he survives, he can leave.
Well, I guess he really does want to leave.
I mean, you'd be having the absolute worst day if you're trying to leave. And first of all, traffic jam, bad enough. Then the bridge, afraid of water, will conquer that fear. Then a forest fire, then finally you end up in bloody Chernobyl. You'd be having the worst day. What would happen if he had gotten past that?
Well, he'd have ended up at the set, right? Because he's in a dome.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then how far out would he be?
I don't know. In my head, the whole surrounding on the outside is water.
Early on in the film, he gets the opportunity to go onto a ferry to go to another island.
Yes.
And I know that they're just seeing if he's still scared of water. And he is, obviously.
Yeah.
But the set is obviously big enough for him to go to other locations.
Yeah.
I really like how they intersperse the actual film and the story with like a documentary going on.
Yeah, because you would do that, wouldn't you? You'd do a making of.
You get to see what's happening outside of the world, which I think is quite clever because you see like his fans and.
Do you reckon they would have done spin-offs?
I think if he'd had a family, that's exactly what he would have done.
The mum of the kid would know that they've signed their child up to this.
She's clearly immorally bankrupt already.
Yeah. She's
fucking mental.
Great actress.
Questionable that she's happy to have sex with him and marry him with her fingers crossed, and as we all know, that gets you out of all legally binding contracts.
That's how I've got out of 3 marriages. And 2 court cases.
Do you reckon Jesus was looking down and he was like, what a nice... What is that? What is that? What is that? Cross fingers, I think not.
Why did I...
Dummy again.
Why did I invent that?
I was waiting for you, Harry, to get annoyed with the fans that were watching it because the barmaids, you were like, they're not doing any work.
Like I said, worked in the bar industry for a long, long time, and I'm just used to women not pulling their weight. So I was just like, well, it's just like the old times. There's the poor guy working his fucking arse to the bone.
Yeah.
This is my last episode, and you've done nothing but make women jokes.
Stacey, we're talking. So carry on, Harry.
This is why I'm leaving. You could easily recreate the Truman Show in different universes if you wanted to. Have different Trumans that are going through like specific reality changes.
So
Truman and the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
I'd love to see a lot of Trumans just gang up.
Have you been to Fiji? No, I've not been to Fiji. Have you been to Fiji? No, I haven't been to Fiji. Sounds nice, though.
There's only one Fiji guy.
So before we get on to characters, obviously he susses it out. He sets up a ploy, doesn't he? He makes a little den downstairs. Wife's gone.
Yeah.
And then he Shawshanks it, doesn't he? He digs his way out.
That's what they say.
Yes, he's bloody Shawshank me, mate. And then he obviously gets on the boat and they try to kill him. And they fail. So he deserves to live. And he hits the edge of the dome, opens the door, and they're like, Truman, what are you bloody doing here? Didn't know you was here.
Yeah.
And I assume he lives happily ever after.
We would assume when he's going up the steps, because it's like a little thing that leaves outside the studio. It's like the step.
I think that's where everyone enters and exits, by the way.
Well, my thinking is that is a very, very bad fire escape.
It is.
Or the best, because there's just loads of water.
You've got to get there.
No, fire escape from inside the studio. If you've got a fire, where else you want to be? Water.
Oh, yeah.
And free whirlpool.
What if you got a fire? What if you got a fire inside the dome?
Yeah.
If there's a
Fire won't get you in the water.
That's what you think.
If there's a fire inside the dome, what happens if all the electrical lights then crash into the sea and you can't leave?
No fire exit is going to save you from fucking electricals falling from the sky, my love.
This is what I was really interested in this entire film, the logistics
The
of the
health
dome.
and safety.
The health and safety aspect of the dome.
All right, so characters. Also, drop us a like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Right, characters. Who are the standouts? Obviously, Jim. He's got to be the standout, right?
Yeah.
No, he's obviously exceptionally good in this. And he's not your typical Jim Carrey of this era. He breaks into it slightly sometimes.
He's got the quirks of it. He's got like quirks of Ace Ventura.
Only when he starts losing it, though. It was his first serious film.
First serious film. I actually think this is one of my favourites of his.
Yeah.
Like, I really do. I think he's really good in this and he's really good in, obviously, Ace Ventura. But when he wants to be serious, he's a bit like, what's his name? The other actor.
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler, yes. It's like, no, not Mark Wahlberg. Who is the greatest actor of our time. So, that doesn't need...
Mark, I keep sending you messages, mate. If you could get back to me, I'd appreciate it.
Absolutely. By the way, can you please check we're sending them to the right Mark Wahlberg?
So this was sandwiched between Liar Liar and Moon. Was it Moon?
Man on the Moon.
Man on the Moon. Yeah, I thought he was excellent in this. I think it was probably the first time he probably got to really show his acting chops.
Yeah, agree.
Like, don't get me wrong, he's fantastic in the previous films, But it's very slapstick, it's very physical humour, very stupid. He knows loud.
He knows what he knows what he can do well.
No, I think he was really good because he was just on that line. Like, he was kind of a bit funny, but a nice guy, and he was very believable.
A likeable guy, right?
Yeah.
I like his wife, Laura Linney.
I really, really, really can't bear her. Not the actress. Like, it's cleverly done the way she's acted.
Yeah.
But as a character, I can't bear her because she's so false.
But she's being professional, right?
Yeah, she's just
Yeah,
her job.
the
At the
whole
end of the day,
time.
she's an actress. That's
Which is the point of it, but, like, just as a character, I can't bear her. And also, why, like, when Truman is clearly at his lowest, having a mental breakdown, does she choose that moment to do an ad read?
because I think she pauses, so I think they have to do certain ad reads within the hour. So I think she has to.
I think she's just that epitome of trying to be professional, and she's like, well, if I, like, almost like the, you know, give the apple to a teacher kind of girl. She's like, if I get an ad in, like, I'm the best actress. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
And he's like, literally like, I'm going to kill myself. And she's like, well, have you considered these Stanley blades? They're 50% off.
We'll get the job done. Ed Harris's character, who's like the main creator, I can't say he's much of a character in this. He's just there.
Christoph.
Yeah, he's just sort of there, and he does a good job, but there's no real change.
He got nominated for an Oscar
What, for this?
for supporting actor.
And Jim Carrey didn't.
He did not.
Wow. What did you think of Christoph Christopherson?
Nice.
There's not a lot to really judge him on, is there? I mean, like I said, I think he's on a power trip. It's his baby. It's his show, and he's got a unique item, isn't he? The Truman. There's no other thing like it.
Did you sympathise with him because he is the only one
Sympathise
that knows?
with Christoph,
Yeah.
the murderous god.
You always sympathise with the bad guys.
Because he's the only one that knows what he's doing, isn't he? So, like, when they realise that Truman's gone, he's like, well, have you not checked? Like, just give him a call.
Oh yeah, just use your common sense.
Yeah.
I think they're all used to having such an easy ride where Truman was just oblivious and having the best time, and then the second it goes wrong, they're like, "What? Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! I'm not equipped for this."
Go Chernobyl.
We've had 30 years of having such a good time. Going back to Jim's going from comedy to serious, sort of serious, I looked up some of the facts, and apparently between like takes, he would go around to the supporting cast and he would actually ask for advice, and he would ask if he was like doing it right. And that's so different to like every other film he does, like Liar Liar, whatever, Ace Ventura. Everyone says how loud he is. He's quite obnoxious. He's like has to be the funniest man in the room all the time. But in this, apparently, quite settled, quite humble. He was very much like, I want to do it right. It was a passion project. He really wanted to do it.
Yeah.
But his best mate. Is that real?
Oh, I don't know.
No. His best mate's like
It's a fucking snake, mate.
compulsive liar.
Oh, snakes!
That scene where they're on the car bonnet just before he reveals his dad, and he's literally being fed line by line, and one of the lines is, "I would never lie to you."
That's the
Yeah,
way to reassure someone, though. But to be fair, actor or not, the idea of getting paid to go around to your mate's house at 2 a.m. with a six-pack. Oh.
He comes equipped with one, doesn't he?
Always.
In his inventory, he's always got a
I
six-pack.
love that is his prop. That is just his prop. He's got a six-pack. Well, it's a terrible job as well. He just stacks chocolate.
These actors cannot have personal lives, am I right? Because they have to be on 24/7 in case something happens.
Yeah, they live on set.
Yeah, like when do you clock off or something like that?
I imagine you'd have to be like, right, I want to leave the show, you need to kill me off.
Yeah.
Or I move away. Because at least if you move away, you could come back into the show later.
Yeah.
I'm going to go travelling.
Fiji.
I'm going to try my hand at films, then do Wrong Turn 5 and it bombs. You're like, well, back to TV it is.
Yeah.
Always like Sea Haven.
Son!
There is a deleted scene where after he escapes, after he Shawshanks, the best friend bumps into him and the best friend lets him go.
That would be so cool.
Oh, I should have left that in.
Yeah, so I hope you both feel bad saying that he was a
I
terrible
do
friend.
feel bad.
No, not really.
Double down.
I'm surrounded by bad friends.
Yeah, you are.
He went that way.
Also, I've got this generated image of you in a playground. As I'm going around the boat like, you're a bad friend. Why aren't you?
There's me going, turn the whirlpool on now. He's right in the middle of it.
I just feel like if you lot turned around to me now and, by the way, this is all a simulation, this is why you don't go anywhere, like, it's all just in the dome, I'll be like, yeah, but at least I got mates in here, so, I'll just stay in here.
I was going to spend this whole episode gaslighting you the Truman Show.
His dad is quite pivotal in the water thing, and then he turns up again.
Gives me for boats.
But you don't really get much more of an insight into his dad. Like, why did he come back? Because his dad broke onto the set. They didn't know he was coming.
Yeah, they then wrote him into the...
And then they wrote him back in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But why? Like, you don't really get much of
It's
that.
it was told that he was angry that he got written off. He never wanted to get killed off.
Yeah.
And so he basically forced his way back into the show and he's like, well, now I'm back alive.
Yeah.
I imagine it's quite a handsome paycheck. They kind of allude to it in the interview with
that's pretty-
Christopherson.
yeah.
He says it's very expensive to keep everything running and paying all the actors. And
Yeah.
Surprisingly easy to break onto that set, isn't it?
That's a giant
you'd
dome.
think for a dome, where'd you do that?
Yeah.
Go under.
Dropping from the ceiling.
Like a stage light.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I've done it. Operation Stage Light. That's what would have happened. Jim Carrey would be walking along as as Truman, and then all of a sudden, like me as a corpse just falls from the ceiling. Parachute already deployed, didn't work.
Oh, that's just Ben. And the love interest, what did you think of her?
I liked her. I just don't. Again, she's there for 3 scenes, realistically, and I would have liked to have seen more of. If there was like a free Truman movement, I would have liked to have seen more of that on the outside.
Do you not think, if you really wanted to capture him here, you would have 5 women who are going to be potential love interests, and you'd let Truman pick out of the 5, and then you go, right, cool, that's the person who signs the contract, they're going to live. Because ultimately, if he's happy, he'll stay there.
Yeah.
Harry's really put thought into this.
Yeah. How are you finding where we live?
One of them's a competition winner.
Yeah, someone opened up a packet of Doritos and won the prize.
Fucking brilliant. Oh, I really wanted to be a chartered accountant, but I guess I'm going to bloody marry Truman now.
And now, a word from our sponsors. It's game time.
That was good.
Thank you, you're welcome. Okay.
On your route. I knew it! No one makes money from selling video games.
This whole podcast's been a lie.
This isn't even plugged in.
I don't even record anything. It never records. Okay, in this game, I'm going to drop you two into a scenario. And I want to hear how you'd both squeeze the following products into the following scenarios. Okay, so it's an advertising campaign, effectively.
Play along at home.
Play along at home, why not? So, scenario 1. You're at a christening. Baby's in white. Grandma's crying tears of joy. The priest halfway through the blessing. Explain to me how you'd work in an advert for birth control.
I think you'd have to be dramatic and you got to go big. So I stand up from the pew and be like, stop everything! And then I'd have to find... Oh, no. Because the mum's near them, isn't it? Like, mum and dad near them for the christening. I've never been to a christening, so I wouldn't know.
No, they stand outside, they look through the window.
Oh, makes total sense. And I'd be like, look, darling, it's obviously too late for you.
You talking to the priest?
No.
Darling!
I'd point at the mum. I'd be like, look, it's too late for you, love. And that baby is terrible looking.
Darling.
Awful looking thing. Darling. As I point to the priest. I'm like, but for the rest of you, it's not too late with birth control. And then I'd have to find someone who is also maybe visibly pregnant and go like, it's not too late for you either. These still work up to a certain week. I'll be honest, lads, I'm putting this out my arse. And then I'd take all the pills out of the foil and I'd like chuck them in the air like confetti and like, yeah! And then I'd walk out. Okay. And then a light would probably fall on me.
Dead.
Yeah, be my last dad read. But that's what I would do.
Do you hate being broke?
Absolutely.
Bang! Take birth control.
Yeah.
Where you can keep all your money for yourself.
I
See
don't-
this child? This is a money sponge.
I don't-
I hate it.
Look at
I
it!
don't think we should be negative about babies
I'm not saying that.
right
I can
now.
be.
I'm just trying to sell a product.
And then to show how carefree I am, I'd skateboard down the middle of the aisle, do a kickflip with sunglasses and a beer in hand, and I'd just go out there, and then I'd skateboard out of the church, down the railing, light falls on me.
Like Ben, I'm going to go big or go home.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't want any judgment for this next sentence.
Can't guarantee that.
I am going to poison the baby.
Oh.
Just enough to make the baby be projectile vomit everywhere.
Okay.
But prior to this, I would have fed it something red so that it's projectile vomiting blood all over the church.
I don't know why Mothercare never wants to sponsor us anymore.
The priest is freaking out like it's an exorcism. And
After it's done molesting Ben.
I go, be quiet, darling. What you need is birth control.
To the priest?
To everyone. To the world.
Everyone.
So you would fake an exorcism?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's a bad plan.
Which one are we going with, Harry?
Oh, it's yours.
She might kill a baby.
Might.
That's very true.
Scenario 2. It's a first date. Drinks have just arrived. You're both smiling, trying to impress each other. And this could go somewhere, who knows? Your task is to work in an advert for antidepressants.
So, you've got two people going on a first date.
Yeah.
The first date is a blind date. And they've been set up by other people, I assume. So they turn up. Only...
Making a lot of assumptions here.
So the lady of the relationship turns up and she sits down, she's waiting, and then who should stroll in but her uncle. And they're trying to have a first date, but it's not really a first date, and she's like, you know what?
With the uncle?
Yeah. And she's like, you know what? I need some antidepressants and therapy. And that's your advert.
Ben, I feel like that's very achievable. I think you can beat this.
I think...
Maybe you could spike her drink and be like, oh, it'll keep her smiling. With citalopram.
Is that what you do?
No.
10 years later, still doing it.
Because we both know you don't smile.
Where's the bell?
Again, this is my last episode.
If I only went an air horn or something, we could have had a good podcasting air horn. I can't talk, I'm so excited I am. I would be on the date with the lady.
Already off to a bad start here, Harry.
20 minutes late, I assume. Haven't checked your phone.
Because I wouldn't need it.
He's in the wrong restaurant. And he's by himself. And he goes to avoid thinking like this.
Thinking this stupid bitch hasn't even turned up to the date. So we'd have gone to the finest McDonald's, I know.
Oh, the golden arches.
Yeah, absolutely. She'd be halfway through a story about her life. And the camera's got
You're not even interested in that story. You're like, yeah, she's blabbering on.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course.
Where's my Happy Meal?
I
want my toy.
Camera's on me. And as I'm there, I'm going to be like, yep, oh, okay. And then slowly, just out from under the table, I would just have the antidepressant packet appear. And then just slowly be like, yep, just get two out. Go for the drink. Still eyes on her. She's still talking. I'm like, Oh, it's an audio visual. It's an audio only podcast. I'd have swallowed the pills. And then suddenly, I'm so interested in what she's got to say.
Hang on a minute.
And then what was the name of it? What was the name?
Citalopram.
Citalopram. I'd have been like, citalopram. For when it's just getting too much.
So you're advertising antidepressants as a way to cope with women talking about themselves?
Not all women. Just
Harry,
most.
make the right decision here.
Yeah, it's Ben.
Yeah, of course, it's me.
This one all.
Oh, God.
Your one was like, have you been molested by your dodgy uncle? Have some antidepressants.
Yeah, because also your one needs to be taken with therapy.
Yeah,
I can afford one,
Not the other.
or the other. Scenario 3. You're at a wedding reception. You've got the mic. Glasses are clinking. Everyone's smiling. You're halfway through a heartfelt speech about love, commitment, and forever after. And now you have to recommend couples therapy. I think you could go around this a jokey way.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to do
so.
this.
Not molestation.
I mean, it's always an option.
Clip that up. Clip that up. Molestation is always an option.
That's sent by Ben.
Cut my one out.
I would do it. I would literally be talking to the both and saying, look, obviously, you're not each other's first loves. You're not each other's...
Not even second or third.
Yeah, but this is what it would be like. Not even second or third. And like, actually, here's a list of everyone that... Before you two met each other, here's a list that Gary over here slept with, and it'd be one of those comically large lists with a scroll that it goes all the way out. And I'll be like, so I suppose at some point some therapy might be needed, because obviously this guy, oh my God. And then I go, actually, I'm really sorry, lads. He's just a really nice guy. I'm trying to sell this couple's therapy, and I've just got to shoehorn it in. Yeah, that's what I would be like. I'd just be best man, jokey, lots of banter, saying to them both, look, obviously 1 in 3 marriages end in divorce, so to prevent that, here's some couples therapy.
Could you not go down... I'd maybe go down the super dark, horrible route, and I'd be like...
Deliberately split them up.
I used to be married, and I didn't seek couples therapy. The only thing that gets me...
Slowly comes into shot.
0800 couples therapy.
0800 talk to me. Yeah. Stacey, can you get through this without talking about someone molesting someone else?
Let's see. As the best woman, and like all good best woman speeches, I would put it into ChatGPT. And I would make some sort of reference about their first date and how he couldn't be bothered to listen to her, so he pulled out the antidepressants then.
Oh, was it my wedding?
And then ChatGPT says to say this. And that's why, in the spirit of love, commitment and full transparency, I'd like to take a brief moment to recommend couples therapy. Not because these two need it. Look at them, they're glowing. But because therapy isn't a sign something's broken. It's like going to the gym but for your relationship. So here's to love, laughter and the courage to say, hey, maybe we should talk about this with a professional.
That just implies that you don't think their marriage is going to last. It's a horrible thing to say at a best pattern speech.
Well, don't blame me, blame ChatGPT.
Is that what you're going to say?
And I'm sorry, but the points go to Ben.
Yeah.
What?
You've literally just said on ChatGPT, by the way, your marriage is already fucked. Have you tried couples therapy?
Ben just went, I'm here to advertise couples therapy. Take a leaflet.
I'd have...
What?
No, he had a whole long scroll and a comedy sketch.
I work better with props.
Oh, this is so biased, this.
Well, maybe you can bring it back in round 4.
Yeah.
Let's
Tell you what,
talk about molestation again.
I tell you what,
Well, it could come up.
we'll talk. You are being molested by. I need to shoehorn in pepper spray.
Number 4. You're visiting your grandparents.
Oh, no.
They're lovely. Tea's on, biscuits out. They keep asking if you're seeing anyone nice. Your task is to recommend the new line of micro penis ribbed condoms.
Okay.
After you, Ben.
I need a minute.
Go on then, Stacey. What have you got? How are you going to sell your micro penis ribbed condoms?
So you're sitting down with your grandparents and you're reminiscing about the old days.
Right?
Okay.
And your grandma's like, oh, what was really funny back in the day was your granddad was known as Johnny. That's another name for a condom.
She would say this out of
nowhere.
Okay.
Dunking her hobnob.
Don't worry that.
And then she's like, also, he was pretty small, so he was known as Micro Johnny. And then you go, oh.
You are heavily relying on your nan bringing this up. Does she bring this up a lot? All the time.
All the baby shower.
And then she goes,
Johnny's still alive? Is it?
Do you know what, Johnny? Micro Johnny? I fancy ribs for tea. You go, oh, have you ever heard of Micro Johnnies? And that's that.
And that's that. Product sold. Durex, sign her up now. Ben, can you beat a hobnob dunking micro ribbed delight?
I'd look at my granddad and said, Granddad, I heard you got a massive cock.
Legend has it.
And he'd be like, yeah. We'd high five, maybe do a kickflip by that point, but it's not important. If we don't do it, I wouldn't be mad. I'd say, well, unfortunately, Grandad, I'm not as blessed as you.
So how on earth can I satisfy these women?
Exactly. It's like, how would I be able to satisfy any woman the way I assume you satisfied Grandma?
Or Vicar Lovejoy.
or Vicar Darling.
That's it, darling.
But I said, I assume what with new technology, I still might have the edge over you, Grandad, because mine are ribbed for her pleasure, but nothing else.
Not for yours.
No, that's what I do. I'd say, and they're ribbed for her pleasure, but that is the only thing about this that will give her pleasure. And he said, I'm just jealous of you, Grandad, the greatest generation. But unfortunately, I have to use these micro-ribbed condoms. And then I'm like, I'll give you a demonstration right now. And then we'd cut to black.
Just open up to you crying.
Got molested. Got molested, condoms were stolen.
I'm going to go, I think, with Stacey's weird...
How?
Rib.
How are you going with Stacey? See, it's dependent on so many factors. I love you, Stacey, but come the fuck on.
I've slipped her a note saying, can you say these exact words?
Well, the thing is, Nan would also be part of the team, right?
Yeah.
So she'd be...
Who's Truman here? Your granddad? So why do you keep bringing up these micro-rib condoms?
What are you trying to say? You said it was average. You said it was average.
This is why we don't want you to visit anymore.
Well, that was good. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks very much. Let us know how you would sell those at home.
Part 3. What happens after? So I think we should talk about, obviously, at the end of the film, Truman breaks free, he gets into the studio, and the film does just cuts to black, and you don't know what happens to him. So let's assume. Let's go for it. What do you think happens? Should he goes outside and he's a worldwide celebrity, or do you think he goes outside and it's just too much for him and he can't deal with it? What do you think happens?
I think he would have gone and punched Christopherson immediately.
He would have immediately...
That's what we were hoping for, yeah.
He would have immediately been given, like, a book deal or something.
Oh, 100%. He'd be on Oprah so quick.
Yeah, he would get a car.
He'd get a car?
He'd get a car.
Yeah?
Would you not sue immediately?
Well, that is the thing. I'd imagine he'd get some kind of legal compensation. He's never having to work again, right?
Maybe.
But I would, as like one of the actors, like his wife, I'd be like, it's not in my contract to have sex with him.
It probably is, though.
No, I just did it because I wanted to.
With his micro-ribbed condoms.
I think he's got... If he had no one on the outside, I think it would be really overwhelming for him. But it's not like he's...
He's equipped for the real world because he's educated.
Yeah, he's not like an idiot. He's just... That's all he's known is that part, this little world.
But it's just like growing up in Norfolk.
Yeah.
He's basically as stupid as people from Norfolk.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, you're...
What?
They're brought up in Norfolk. Maybe you are, Truman.
Yeah.
You would hide away, wouldn't you?
You can't hide
you're
away.
world
You're the
famous.
biggest...
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Where would you go?
It's a worldwide...
Waterstones?
Dye your hair blonde, I don't know.
Where would you go? Centre Parks? You could go Centre Parks.
Too expensive.
Now, my big question is, what are they going to do with the dome afterwards?
Just collapse it.
Theme park. They've already got a whirlpool.
Yeah, I don't know why we're calling it a whirlpool. They're just big waves.
Tidal machine.
Do you think at one point he's unable to cope with the real world because it's so huge that he goes back to the dome?
Ooh, good question.
Maybe. And how does he trust?
Yeah.
I suppose because you've already had the... Oh, actually no, because you would get... That would be in your head at some point. It's like, am I just
being double Truman'd?
In a bigger dome? Have I been double Truman'd?
Yeah.
I can't buy this micro conddoms anywhere. He would eventually have been well adjusted, but he would have been one of those people that was like, if this genuinely happened, they would have put someone else in the dome.
Do you reckon? Just get a new Truman.
Get a new Truman, or they would have made a game show out of it, like Squid Game, but without the murder. Or you just send him to a really massive holiday park.
Holiday park.
Yeah.
Whirlpool.
Well, no.
They're really trying to sell that.
Please stop trying to sell the whirlpool. Yeah, or you turn it into the world's biggest laser quest.
Oh, that'd be,
Oh.
pretty
Sick.
cool.
Or you just make it as a... Because it's a soundstage, so you just make it as a set.
Concert arena. Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah. Coldplay. So,
No,
yeah.
that's not where I was going.
Okay.
One massive arena.
I think he gets overwhelmed. He probably gets a huge payout to shut him up from writing any... So I reckon they get to him first. You're not making any books. You're not doing any TV shows. We're going to pay you, over 50 million.
Yeah.
You'll never have to work a day in your life. You can, grab whatever her name is. What's her name? Lauren?
Yeah,
Sylvia.
Lauren. Yeah.
Yeah, close enough.
Go with her. Have your life. Enjoy.
Yeah,
I think that's what happens.
back in the dome.
And I do, yeah. And I do think production goes on. But
Yeah.
I think the protesters would have enough weight behind it that it's like inhumane. I'm not sure they'd be able to do another like Truman in the same sense, but maybe they could do like an experience where you live the Truman life. You'd maybe sign up for a month or whatever.
Yeah.
Like a Big Brother situation.
Yeah, you just do Big Brother, and then you get to whoever wins becomes the mayor of the town or something, and that
Yes.
carries over into season 2 and season 3. Oh no, we do sort of see that maybe that corporation will fall apart immediately, right at the end, because the last character, they obviously cut to black, and he walks away, and the last line is like, "Should we watch something else?" Because if you're seeing all of you all the time, you're seeing all of it.
Well, they say they cut away for,
Oh, thank God.
Six it down.
Thank God. You don't want to tune in at 10:45 to the bench channel, like, orange in my mouth, noose around my neck. Like,
Witness me!
There's Ben getting his Batman costume on. I don't know where he's going. Oh my God.
Next thing you know, Meryl's come down and be like, Batman outfits, only $49.99. You're there just like, oh! Before we go into trivia, is this approved or not? Stacey, it's your film, it's your last ever film. I can only imagine it gets your approval.
It does, Harry. Moving on. Now, I wanted to leave on a high. This is an absolute classic. I've watched it so many times. I think I could quote it to you. Love it. Brilliant. So yeah, approve it.
Lovely. Benji?
I think Stacey's left on a real low, actually. No,
Because of the molestation.
probably that has really hindered the rest of this podcast, and why we don't get monetised. No, I do approve it. I'd only ever seen it once before, a long time ago, but I still remembered it, and I just think it's really good. It's a really good film that's aged really well. Harry, what about you?
So I don't really remember this film as well as I thought I did. I had seen it before a few years ago, but no, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really enjoyed Jim Carrey's performance in it in particular. I thought he was... Is it a comedy? Is it a drama? Who knows?
Yeah.
It's got enough comedic moments in it, I think. But no, I'd recommend this film to anyone, I think. I think as long as you sell it that it's not old Jim Carrey just kind of dicking about, and you kind of say that he's him seriously, he's a serious film role, you'd be hard pressed, I think, to find someone that doesn't like this film. So on that note, it is approved.
Unanimous.
Unanimous.
I've got us a little bit of trivia for you.
Oh yeah, we do that.
Okay, so Jim Carrey took a pay cut to do the film because he wanted a dramatic role. He got paid $7 million, right?
What a pay cut.
It wasn't exactly like begging on the corner.
Have you got on there how much he was normally paid?
I think I read somewhere he got paid like 12 million or something stupid like that for Dumb and Dumber. Really?
20 million per film he usually got.
Jesus.
In his prime.
I would just like to put it out there. I'm willing to take a pay cut to $7 million for, a film role. If anyone wants to,
If anyone's interested.
if anyone's listening, yeah.
Peter Weir, I will go on any wave.
Any wave. Even the big waves, then? Oh, even the big waves, Peter.
I will ride the whirlpool.
It's not a whirlpool.
Jim Carrey, he won a Golden Globe for his performance, but
fun.
didn't get an Oscar nomination.
It doesn't matter.
The last shot intentionally shows people immediately changing the channel to show you that people will turn off immediately. The final line, good afternoon, good evening and good night, became iconic by accident. Was never sold as like a catchphrase, but caught on. Jim Carrey and Ed Harris, obviously Christopherson, they never met on set.
Really?
Yeah. Nice.
Their scenes just never met, yeah.
Oh, okay.
This one's really cool. In an early scene, a bottle of vitamin D is on Truman's kitchen table, needed for people without exposure to the sun.
Yeah.
Because they doesn't have the real sun.
No.
Just those flashlights.
Just that one light you think can do the whole sky, Harry, you idiot.
I think they should have put a sunroof in.
Warning, the roof is opening.
And the last bit, which I thought was also quite cool, you know the two old ladies watching?
Yeah.
Yes.
They have the same dressing gowns that Meryl's wearing because everything that's in the show is on sale.
That's clever.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool bit of trivia. I like that.
And that's it for this week's Nerds Against Normality. This week, I've learned that a film that gently reminds you that if your entire life feels a little too convenient, maybe it actually is. Thanks for hanging with us. Catch all of our latest episodes every Wednesday wherever you get your podcasts from. Please follow, rate, like us on social media for more exclusive content, and check out our merch at
nanpodcast.tmail.com.
If you have a question, something you want us to review, or a great story from your week, please email us at
nanpodcast@outlook.com.
And listeners, in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye bye.